Hi friends, this is part 2 of Somatic Meditation for social media. Today I want to talk to you about space and what that means in terms of somatic meditation practice and why our conscious connection, our conscious awareness of space is seen to be so important. Many of us feel very claustrophobic and overwhelmed with our lives and with the world situations around us. And we might feel that we need to have our defenses up all the time, to be on guard 24/7. In somatic meditation, space means the inherent openness, the vastness that underlies all of phenomena and all of experience. That is inherent, that's always there. Practically speaking, it means that when we make a conscious connection with space, we begin to open more to what's going on with us, to our feeling life, to who we are and what our lives are about, and that there's more room to do things and to experience things fully. We begin to soften our defenses, our aggression, and soften our impulsivity. We tend to, in the modern world, really go the other way with space, that rather than making conscious connection with it through meditation practice, we are filling up space. And by filling up space, I mean all of the constant activities, doing, the thinking mind kind of going all the time. Many of us work constantly. We might have our phones on all the time, and maybe we need to do that because of the kind of work that we're in. The internet, is kind of going all the time, trying to fill up the space with entertainment, all the ways that we try to distract ourselves and maybe hoping to get a break from the feeling of claustrophobia and overwhelm and fear. But meanwhile, when we distract ourselves, that is all kind of building up over here, and it's just waiting until we're done distracting. And it might feel even heavier when we come back to it because of this fighting that we're doing with it. So relating with space means that we're also relating with everything that shows up within that space. All of the feeling life, all of the situations and so on. And being able to experience them more fully. So then how might we do that? How might we take more responsibility, have the ability to respond more to our lives through this connection with space? And in meditation practice, we do it by relating with the space and also what the barriers are. So we have all the ways that we fill up space, by doing, but then there's something more subtle, which is the tension in our bodies. Tension in the body blocks out conscious awareness. And it's not just, tight shoulders and I need a massage. It's that there can be tightness all throughout the body, all the way down to the cellular level. And when we breathe into the body, we can begin to experience that tension, enter into the tension, and see what it feels like from inside of it and begin to soften it. And even see what's on the other side of it, which is actually vast space in the body. So we're going to do a little bit of practice right now. This is a short one. So once again, we'll come into our seat. And to remind us, coming into our seat means to notice what it feels like to sit on this chair or this cushion. What does it feel like to be supported? And what does it feel like in our bottoms and in our feet? So seeing if we can soften our connection with the feet to the floor and our bottom to the chair or the cushion. Having a sense of being in this body, on this seat, in the space that we're in. And then we'll breathe into the space all around the body. So maybe you have a sense of the temperature of the room, and that might be a way in to imagine breathing into this space all around the body. Feeling the freshness of the air around us. And then beginning to bring that in through the pores of the skin. So kind of vigorously imagining pulling this fresh breath, this vast space around our body, and pulling that in through all of the pores of the skin, all around the body. Letting it wake up the body and starting to soften our exterior shell. And then you can close your eyes if you like for more of a sense of inner space. We're going to do a more focused practice now and bring our awareness down to our big toe on both of our feet. And breathing in through the tip of the big toe, breathing in through the skin there. Seeing if you can feel what that's like. Breathing in through the bottom of the big toe and the sides. And breathing through the top of the big toe. Breathing through the nail. And into the interior space of the big toe. The knuckle joint, the fleshy parts, bone. And see if you can identify tension, tightness. At first, we're sort of identifying it from the outside, like we're looking at it from the outside. But then see if you can breathe right into the tension when you find it. So where is the tension? And then breathe right into it. As if the tension itself is taking in the breath, filling it up. And on the out-breath, we are inviting it to soften and relax and release and melt into the vast space outside of the body. And in this case, that is downward into the vast space below in the earth. Breathing into the big toes, feeling the tension, entering the tension, and then seeing what happens when you invite it to unwind, to melt, and soften downward. And then as you're breathing into the big toe, see if you notice more softening happening throughout the body. That when you soften this tension in your big toe, other parts of the body may also begin to unwind and relax. Okay, thank you. We'll stop there. And I'll leave a link where you can find more of these practices and go in more in depth, because we're just beginning to touch the space of this practice here. And I'm just telling you about it a little bit now. So I hope that this helps in some way, and please feel free to stay in touch and let me know how it goes. Bye.